I think that takes some of the research and the time associated with that out of the way.
So something recent, are the A's moving to Vegas or are they staying in Oakland?
I don't know, man. This has been going on for a long period of time. And these situations are always super unique to me. And one of the things that I've talked a lot about recently is the Buffalo Bills, right? And it's a similar situation because there's a team, right? An NFL team, the Bills, in Buffalo. And they threatened to move the team and the franchise to Austin, Texas. And this happens every so often, right? LA used to be the thing that they did. They used to say, all right, we're going to move to LA. New Orleans did this. Minnesota did this. Several other teams did this for years. They would say, if you guys don't build us our new stadium, we're going to move. The Bills are unique because they're basically like the one thing Buffalo has. They're the one reason why people would go visit Western New York outside of kind of the family-related reasons or friends and stuff like that. So they were put in this weird situation where now they have to basically fund a new stadium with public money. And the Governor Hochul, committed $850 million from state and a combination of state and local money. So you're in this weird scenario now where people on Long Island who may be fans of the Jets or the Giants and will never, ever go to a Bills game are now literally paying for a stadium in Buffalo when the money could be used for other things. And there's nuance to this, of course. There's, Governor Hochul will say, I assume, that the $850 million is 0.4% of the $216 million budget. And that's true for sure. But I'm sure you could also make the argument that $850 million could be used for a lot of good things. Right? Yeah. Buffalo is obviously a unique area. You talk about New York City, there's 8 million people that live there and outside of that even. So when it comes to Oakland, like they're running in the same things. Las Vegas paid $750 million to get the Raiders there for a new stadium, right? They lured them there. So that's the scenario that you find yourself in, is like, how much can we pay a team to come here? And obviously teams are interested in different areas for different reasons. But Las Vegas has proven to be an area now where you can really expand from a business perspective for sports teams.
Tell me some good news about the Sonics. Are they coming back to Seattle? I'm originally from Seattle. Are we going to finally get an NBA team?
I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath, but I think it's a possibility for sure. I think the league will probably expand at some point. There's certain things that you have to think about. So obviously, a team pays an expansion fee, right? And that gets split up between the league's partners and the teams and everything. But that also means that they get a percentage of the revenue since it's split up, right? So you have to basically figure out what that line of demarcation is it worth it or is it not? And right now it hasn't been worth it. But I think at some point, some people expected that they may have done it outside of the pandemic because they lost so much money from the pandemic, but they didn't. So now it's a matter of like, when does it actually happen? And I think at some point they would like for it to happen. And I think Seattle is on a short list of cities that would get considered. One, because they had a team. What's that?
It's probably Seattle, Vegas, and that's it, maybe.
Yeah, Seattle, Vegas. I've seen Kansas City or, somewhere around there. I've seen one interesting one is Virginia Beach, which I thought was interesting, but I'll have to send you a map at some point. There's this map that I've seen that basically you can't be within like another team's TV area. You basically want to find like these empty pockets where you're reaching a new fan base and you're not stealing from other teams. And Virginia Beach has this like really unique area actually, where there's like a ton of people from a population standpoint. No other teams really touch the area from a fan standpoint. And then they have the infrastructure, they have the stadium and everything that you would need. So I don't think that's going to happen, right? If I would probably consider that the longest of the shots, but unique. And then I think Seattle, if I had to rank them, would be near the top of the list.
Yeah, that was tragic as I was just going into college and Kevin Durant was there. We were going to draft Russ, and then the owner just on a dime said, hey, we're going to Oklahoma City. And then I was homeless as a sports fan. I became a Laker fan because I moved to LA, but I feel like it's not really my team, especially with LeBron there. I like LeBron off the court, but on the court, I was such a Kobe guy that he's kind of like the stepbrother to LA. I think it's time for him to go.